And we go to Masai Mara now, where Kenya targets to raise over 50 billion shillings during the wildebeest migration period that lasts until October. Tens of thousands of wildebeests have already crossed from the hazardous Mara River into the Masai Mara National Park from Tanzania's Serengeti National Park. The Kenya Broadcasting Corporation has partnered with the China Media Group to showcase some of the exclusive scenes from the Masai Mara National Park. John Jacob Kuria now joins us live from the park. JJ, bring us up to speed with what is happening in Masai Mara.
Thank you very much, Mariambo, back at the Broadcasting House. And indeed, as you rightly pointed out, this is an annual festivity that really happens at the Mara. Of course, as international tourists come to the Masai Mara to witness this very historic event of the millions of wildebeests that cross from the Serengeti to the Masai Mara National Park that is in the Republic of Kenya. Very quickly, probably even before we continue, I want you to show you a bunch of hippos lying at the riverbanks of Masai Mara. You would be forgiven, for example, if you thought those are rocks. They're not, but that's a bunch of hippos basking in the sun, the riverbanks of the Masai Mara. And I'm sure in a bit you'll be shown some of the pictures we've been able to capture on a split screen with our partners, of course, the China Media Group that has partnered with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation to showcase this event. And you will remember the Guinness Book of World Record calls it the world's biggest terrestrial movement of wildlife. And that is what is happening at the Masai Mara. The Kenya, the Republic, or rather the government is targeting to raise about 50 billion shillings within this month, or rather within this period of migration, which lasts between July to the month of October. And the idea behind this showcasing of this event, of course, to the global audience, is for to attract the global attention, to have more tourists really pouring into Masai Mara to showcase this event. Already, tens of thousands of wildebeests have already started to cross, or rather have already crossed the Mara River. You know, it's a very hazardous river because of the crocodiles they encounter as they cross. And tens of thousands have already crossed, but there are still others that will cross in between today, tomorrow, and the days coming, because naturally, the crossing ends as you move towards the month of October. But then again, they are not the only animals. You know, moving from Serengeti to the Mara, you have zebras also as part of the crew that really transits to the Mara for grazing and all that kind of stuff. But the attention really is much more drawn towards the wildebeest. And Kenya seeks to market the magical Kenya in this period through the wildebeest migration. And that is why the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation is partnering with the China Media Group, and particularly its stable stations, that is CCTV as well as CGTN, to showcase this live event alongside the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Of course, as I close, the biggest question is the sustainability of the ecosystem around the Mara River and where these animals really are living. And that is why the government is partnering with China, indeed, to ensure the continued conservation of the Mara ecosystem, and of course to see how they can tap in Kenya's tourism products. We'll be updating you, of course, later on 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. bulletins. But for now, back to you, Mariambo, at the Broadcasting House.
Thank you so much, JJ Kuria, coming to us there from the Masai Mara. Beautiful scenes there of the wildebeest migration. So JJ will be bringing you up to speed later on in our subsequent bulletin, hopefully at about 7 or even 9 p.m., just to see what's happening there in Masai Mara. Remember, it's not just for the international tourists to go and watch the wildebeest migration. You're also welcome to do that. So it's also a part of just encouraging local or domestic tourism. So